Hello everybody, my name is SkillsLikeSkills27 and welcome back to some more Minecraft modded survival in a custom mod pack. Now, in between this episode and last, I prepared 3 more quarries and I set up a small little system here with chests so that, oh god, did I just look at him? Oh shit, I did. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to hide right in here because he's gonna try to kill me. So that's what I did. And it's just item ducts with some pneumatic servos installed so that it sucks any items out of here and into these chests. So that one's full, that one's almost full, and that one's almost full too. So, and that guy just put some stuff there, so you'll see stuff start to flow in right now. As you can see, stuff is flowing in. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And this system hasn't really been on because it went through all our ores. We're at about 20 or 200,000 or 2 million or whatever we're at. But what I would like to do is set up a few things. Okay, so this episode I would like to begin by we're going to get all the materials for our new tree farm. Now, with these we're going to craft all the materials this episode and then build it next episode. But in order to craft the materials, we're going to need 2 things. So we're going to need the magma crucible. And then we're also going to need the magma crucible, as you can see. And then we're also going to need the liquid transposer. So we'll get that in a second. We do need one of these. That's going to be annoying, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And then, like I said, we need nether brick. Now, how do we make nether brick? Well, I mean, we can just vanilla style it and get some nether brick from smelting up some netherrack, or we could do this. But what's more efficient? I think it's more efficient just to smelt up some netherrack. So, let's grab some netherrack and let's smelt her up. Now, while that's going, let's prepare our leadstone energy cell. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those guys. We're going to need a bunch of redstone in the future, so why don't we grab that now. And we'll even grab all of our glass as well. Cool. Now let's go ahead and create our leadstone energy cell. So first we're going to need a block of redstone. And I just made way too many of those. But that's okay. So we can always convert these back into redstone like that. And then we're going to need one of these, so we're going to need some iron. Let's grab a bunch of iron, and let's grab a little bit of gold. Let's go ahead and make this guy. Not that way, we're going to want that way. And we're actually going to need 2, because the liquid transposer is going to need 1 too. And we can do that. We're going to need 2 of those as well. And then nether bricks. Do that, and then we're just going to need 1 more of those. And I'll show you in a second why we're making this. Can we not make it? We don't have any copper. Let's grab some copper. Right, there we go. Perfect magma crucible. Now we're going to place that guy right here. And then we're going to want to grab ourselves an energy conduit. Just right here. And that's my phone ringing again. Hopefully my roommate will answer it. Let's see, we do that. Come on. Buddy, let's go. Get off your ass. Okay. Looks like he answered it. Okay. So we're going to just make that so that nothing's happening there. And now we're going to need a liquid transposer. Liquid. Maybe I'll look them up as trans. There we go. fluid transposer is what it's called now. Oh, that's interesting. So we got everything we need. We got exactly everything we need already. That's pretty sweet. Look at that. Nice fluid transposer. And then we're gonna place that guy here. Now we're gonna have to make this look good. So we're gonna grab some of this, and we're gonna have to make our guy look a little better by doing that. And we'll grab some slabs and no, we don't want that. Do that. That way we're not wasting any. There we go, and we'll do that side later. But that's our system now. This guy, same thing, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna want the input slot on the left hand side. And this guy, we're gonna want the output slot on the right hand side. So that what that's gonna do is we can take a redstone, melt it up in here, and then they'll be transferred straight over into here. Destabilized redstone. Pretty cool, don't you think? So let's take a look at now how we make a redstone energy conduits in redstone energy cell. Now let's take a look. Cracked firestones. What? Oh, I see. I missed something. Redstone. There we go. And redstone energy cell. So we're gonna need electrum, lead with some conductance, and that which needs destabilized redstone. Good. Energy cell frame, which is gonna need hardened glass, a diamond, and 4 electrum. How do we get electrum? Well, we can easily just create it by the thermal expansion version, which you can use in a induction smelter. Silver and gold. Perfect. So let's go grab some silver. Silver. And a little bit of gold. So how many of these are we going to need? We're going to need 4 for that, and then we're also going to need 3 more for that. So let's get 7. Now I'm sure we get like 2 each. Good. So that's good. Because we're probably going to need some more for our conduits and stuff, so that's just fine. And then we're going to need some of our leftover obsidian. And we're going to need to pulverize that up. Now we're going to want to shut that off so that it doesn't go out the other side. And I think we should. Perfect. In the new version of thermal expansion, you get 4 obsidian per pulverized one, right? 4 pulverized obsidian per obsidian, which is perfect because what we used to get, and I used my double compressed cobblestone for the floor here, but what we used to get actually was only 1 per obsidian, and it was so annoying because you'd go out and mine all this obsidian and you need so much of it, and you'll see why in a second. But we don't need that much anymore. I mean, look at that. We're crazy, right? So we're just going to need to give our system some more coal. And this is precisely why we are going to need to get this tree farm going, because we're running low on coal. And everything that we have right now runs off of coal. So let's go ahead and throw some more coal in this guy. And some more coal in this guy. And then hopefully that should work perfectly. Okay. Should be able to keep everything running at a strong pace, I hope. Magma crucible still running. We got lots of destabilized redstone. And then lots of pulverized obsidian. That's cool. Okay, now what do we do with our pulverized obsidian? Well, why don't we take a look. So, redstone energy cell frame. We need hardened glass, which is lead and pulverized obsidian. Aw. Really? Now you need 8, so it didn't matter. Oh, it didn't matter that you get 4 per obsidian because it's making you use a bunch. Anyway, so let's do that. That should hopefully give us enough. 200 glass, 400 glass. Okay, so now we can make a frame. So we can get one of our diamonds, one of our precious diamonds, and put that in the middle, put our hardened glass on the outside, and then our electrum ingot. That was quite a bit of work just for one energy cell. And it's not even the cell itself, it's the frame. So now you need the crucible and the fluid transposer so that you can fill this guy up with redstone. Now we don't even have enough redstone in there. It's funny, actually. We need more redstone. Alright, we got our hardened glass done. We can put that extra obsidian away. And now this guy's filling up nice and nice. And let's find the filled one. We need 4,000. Wow, so that's 4 buckets of it. And we only have 2.5 buckets. Okay, we should be fine. This guy should be going up. Good, he's going up. That's good. Yeah, okay. So while that's working, let's look at making some redstone energy conduits. Now these you have to fill up with redstone as well, but you can just use 2 electrum and 1 hardened glass to create some of these guys. So let's just grab a bunch of these guys, because these guys are going to be very important to our system here. Okay, perfect. Okay. This guy filled up yet? Not yet. So we're getting 50 each, or 100 each. Looks like we're getting 100 each. Yeah, we're getting 100 each, so we only need 5 more. Okay. And that should give us enough, hopefully, to fill that up. Now, while we're waiting for that, let's get into our stuff that we're going to need. So we're going to need 2 things. The first thing we're going to need is a planter to plant the trees. So let's see how to make that. We're going to make the MineFactory Reloaded planter. So we're going to need 6 clay. And we have the clay. Looks like we are. Okay. Well, good thing there's a nice clay stash right in front of my house. Right here. Perfect. That's just enough. Oh, and look at this. Our berry grew. Our mallowberry bush. That guy looks yummy. Mallowberries. Yummy. Now, what mallowberries and blackberries do is basically, it says saturating, right? So it fills up your saturation bar, which is basically the mini bar that that determines how close you are to losing a hunger bar. So there's even a much smaller bar than your hunger bar, and what it does is it determines how long it's going to be before you run out of hunger, which is pretty cool. These guys are already down to gold level, it looks like. At least one of them is. Is that gold? That is gold. Wow. This guy's got 1 chest full already. Sweet. Look at all that iron. 1 stack here. Plus about half a stack there. Plus another stack. That's a lot of iron. Wow. Alright. So, let's go ahead and get started on this. Now this guy should have filled him up. Perfect. Redstone energy cell frame. Now we don't even need to search that. We can just click uses. See, we need 2 lead, 3 electrum, and 1 redstone conductance coil, which needs electrum ingot. So that's why I made an extra electrum that we obviously used up. Jeez, great, good for us. Okay. Just gonna need 2 more than that. And another planter. We're gonna want to see 2 lead. Another 2 lead. So we're just waiting for this. Done. 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 And done. Sweet. Alright, so we got a redstone energy cell. Let's just pop this right in the bottom where all of our stuff will go along with these redstone energy cells. Well, we can do that later. Item ducts we're definitely going to want. And we're going to need to go in here. Put these guys in here and throw the rest of our redstone in. Probably even going to need more redstone, so let's go ahead and throw a couple more redstone in there to fill these guys up. Filling up our redstone energy cells so that we get our conduits, and they can hold 10,000 RF per tick. Pretty awesome, right? Pretty awesome. And this guy can, wow, send and receive 2,000. So not as much as pipes again, but pretty good. And it holds 10 million RF. That, my friend, is a lot. Holy smokes. Now let's find our flue ducts, the ones that we have left, and we'll throw them in there because we're going to need those too. Now let's get ready for our planter again. So we're going to need to get our clay cooked up so that we can make ourselves some pretty cool things. Okay. While that's cooking up, we can get going on the piston. Should be pretty easy if we grab stack of cobble. Should be pretty simple too. Piston. Done. Okay, now we're up to the factory machine block, which needs 3 stone and 3 plastic sheets. How are we going to get plastic sheets? Well, let's take a look. You need 4 raw plastic, which is by smelting rubber. Now I've gone outside and I've gotten some rubber from IndustrialCraft and some rubber from MineFactory Reloaded. So I think I'm actually going to go with 7 of these guys in there. Then 1 of these guys. Just simply because we've got 7 of those. And we're going to need 8. So now we can do the flower pots. Good. While that's doing its thing, we can probably cook up some of this stone. We should actually have some already. Good, we do. And let's grab some of this raw plastic and throw our last bit of rubber in there. And create ourselves some nice plastic sheets. And then we can make our factory machine blocks. And then we can make our planter as soon as we get our last little bit of plastic going. Perfect. Now let's get that going. Perfect. We got our planter. Throw that in there. And now we're going to need our harvester. So let's take a look at how to do that. Harvester. Nice. So we're going to need golden axe, 2 of those guys. Alright, so let's get going on that. So golden axe and 2 shears and a factory machine block we got, and some more plastic sheets. We've only got 2 sadly, so we're gonna have to make some more. So let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4 more rubber and throw them in the redstone furnace. Let's see how these guys are doing. Not enough redstone in there. Cool. We can throw some more in. That's just fine. And then give ourselves some more redstone. And then the hardened ones we'll save for later. Alright, so these guys should be pretty much done by now. Yep, all finished. And then we turn these guys into plastic sheets. And we craft this guy up. Said we craft this guy up. Oh yeah. NEI can't drag these items in. Can't drag any tools or durable items in. But that's okay. We got our harvester now. Now we're going to need one more well, we're going to need a little bit more than one more thing. Let's take a look at what we need. So, first off, well, we're going to need to power them. But before that even, we're going to need to make them capable of doing their thing. And how do we do that? With upgrades. Because these guys are only able to harvest and plant in a 3x3 area. So, let's take a look at some upgrades. And why did I put an S at the end of that? So we've got tons of upgrades we can use. And it looks like the best one is the cobble. Oh wait, no, what? What? Wow, that must be a new one. The best one's the emerald. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So you can do diamond, quartz, platinum, emerald, all kinds of different upgrades. We're going to do the emerald upgrade because we've got tons and tons of emeralds. Look at all those emeralds. So we're going to need 3 per one. So we're going to want an upgrade for both the planter and the harvester. So let's go ahead and cook up some more plastic. Now we're going to need a bunch of this stuff. So let's cook up all of our rubber. And then we're going to need 2 redstone and a golden nugget. We can do that pretty quickly. And then we're also going to need 3 raw plastic each. So let's grab 6. Wait for that to cook up. Let's see if we got the rest of our redstone transmission lines, guys. Perfect. And we're also going to need some more flue ducts. So let's grab that while we're waiting. Here. Perfect. Flue ducts. Perfect. Now we come over here. 6 raw plastic, just enough. And then we go ahead and craft our 2 emerald upgrades for each of our machines. Perfect. Now we need to focus on powering these. Now I'm going to go with the same thing I've done before, which is steam dynamos. So let's take a look at 3 of these. So we're going to need tons of copper. We're going to need probably more than a stack like that. And I just want to double check here to make sure that we're not running low on air space here. We're not even into our 3rd chest yet, so we're fine. We've already hit emerald level. Now let's see how we're doing on our efficiency of coal. So we got 1 stack and 2, let's just say 2 stacks combined with that, sorry. So about 2 stacks. Each of these guys I put 2 stacks in, and I figured out that it's not quite using 2 stacks each. So it's using more than 2 or less than 2 stacks each. So we'll see how much fuel is left, because I tend to go with about 10,000 fuel to do their little mining. So I want to see how much they have. If they have 10,000, then I guess I can just go ahead and do another one, but we'll see. But let's just jump into our steam dynamos while that's going. So we're going to need 6 copper gears. So let's take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I just made 1 extra one for some reason. Just because of clicking rapidly. And redstone transmission coil. We're going to need 2, 3 of those. These guys are actually really easy to craft. Look at that already. Now, the complicated one is the aqueous accumulator. Aqueous accumulator. We're going to have to make that now. So we're going to need a bunch more glass. Now, I don't like going out and harvesting all this stupid sand. It's so annoying. So, I think we're out of energy down there. Wow. We're down to our last little bit of coal. We're going to have to get this guy up and running really quickly. Alright. So, let's just throw some coal in here and some coal in here. But basically, when we're gonna need a lot of glass in the future, and we're gonna need a lot of glass in period. So what I've figured out is a system where you can basically make glass just by macerating up some cobblestone to get sand, and then smelting that sand into glass. So as you can see, we're getting sand, and I had turned this off previously. So let's change that back to, let's change it to that, because we don't want the output, because the extra output will be gravel. So, and then this will cook up to create glass. Perfect. Gonna need a bunch of that stuff, but while that's cooking up, we can grab, we can use our iron and grab a bucket. That's pretty much the only thing we can craft without glass. Then we can grab our glass now and start by making ourselves a pneumatic servo. Let's go ahead and do one of those. Perfect. We're also going to want another one, I believe, for the pipes. So, let's see. First, why don't we just go ahead and make this guy first, because this guy is our top priority. And then we can get everything else done. Do we need 2 more glass? What are we missing? Got a bucket, got a glass. We're missing the tin. Thought I had tin in my inventory. I guess not. We can use our old IC2 tin. Perfect. Aqueous accumulator. Beautiful. Now, I believe we have everything we're gonna need. Now, before we start getting too rash with our decisions here, I also want... We can just throw this guy away somewhere. We're gonna have to make another steam dynamo sometime anyway. But we're gonna figure out how many pneumatic servos we're gonna need too. So let's see. We're gonna want that to output into a chest. So we're gonna want one pneumatic servo to do that. Another to do that. No, we don't need one for that. Okay, so I think if we're gonna use just spruce, plain old spruce, then we don't even need one. But we are gonna need another redstone furnace, because that's how we're gonna turn our wood into charcoal. So let's grab a redstone furnace. So we're gonna need another one of those, and some more bricks. So let's run out and grab some more clay. This episode may be running a little bit too long, but that's okay. We're fine. I'm fine with long episodes if you guys are. It's hard. It's kind of hard for me to, kind of hard for me to, upload. Especially if I'm making clips, because when I'm doing clips, I have to, until I can fix up my computer a little bit, I have to do it all into, I have to do all the editing on my laptop, and that, makes the upload speed really slow, so. Wow, lots of resources from these quarries. They're almost at diamond level too. Pretty cool. Okay, back to what we were doing. So, let's go ahead and let's put this sand on hold. Pop some of this clay in here. Have to pop that in later, but let's do that. Okay, and then we're gonna need that. Not that. Oops. That. Not enough glass. Tons of glass here. And then we put sand back in. And as we can see, the gravel is being our 10% outcome from that guy. So it's kind of pain in the butt, but that's okay. We can deal with it. We're fine with that. Bricks, and then that. Oh my. That was a little too many. Yeah, try not to shift click so much. Oh, that was a failure. Okay. So I believe that's all we're gonna need for this guy. I think that's it. Oh, one more thing. We're also going to need some sort of a tank or something. Let's see what options we have. We have the open blocks tank, and I think that's what we're going to go with. It does cost some obsidian, but I think we can spare some. Let's go ahead and make ourselves some open blocks tanks. Now we're going to need some glass panes. Let's grab some of those guys, and let's go ahead and make these guys. Cool. Now, the open blocks tanks are really cool. So basically what they do is they're a tank that you can pump items into. And they look really neat. So you can pump, they're multi-block, so they go together. And as you can see, they're holding 16 buckets now. And then still 16 buckets, and still 16 buckets. So they're going to connect, but each of these has 16 buckets, right? So we should be able to break one of these without screwing anything up. Perfect. Okay, so each of these is 16 buckets, right? But all together, you can hold quite a bit. So 4, that's going to bring us That's going to bring us all the way up to 64 buckets of whatever we're going to use, whatever we're going to get. And I think I know what we're going to get from that guy. So that's all the crafting we're going to need to do for this episode. Pretty cool, don't you think? Alright. Now I'm probably going to end up forgetting something, so I'll definitely do that off camera if I remember. If I don't remember, then I guess we'll have to make it during the building. But I think we grabbed everything we're going to need. Alright guys, so that's it for today's episode. Hope you enjoyed our crafting spree. Hope you enjoyed a few new machines like our fluid transposer and magma crucible. And I hope you like my new mining setup. I'm probably going to be extending this. I want to make a big long hole, right? But I'm going to have to start going down further because we're ending up to run into the ocean over there, and that's a big issue. We don't want that. So to end the episode off, why don't we go into bat mode and take a quick fly around what is there. Here we go, morphing down, and let's go take a quick fly. There we go. Ooh, we got some diamonds here, and no diamonds yet over here. No diamonds quite yet over here. Maybe ooh, that guy's got a hat on. We're gonna want to kill that. That's a spider with a spider hat on. Is that diamonds? That isn't diamonds. Nope. That is an ore berry, and yeah, we're definitely gonna want that ore berry. So let's just go ahead and mine that. I just want to double check for diamonds. Oh no, that's silver. I hate silver. Let's just grab. These ore berry bushes are cool. I want to make sure to grab them when you can because they're really cool. And they're really, really important. Well, not that important, but they're really, like, they can really improve your automation. So make sure that if you find these guys, you grab them because they're really valuable. For sure, for sure. Perfect. Because what ore berries do is they... Oh god. Oh, that was a close one. Thanks to our Quicksilver armor, we survived. We survived that fiasco. Pretty sweet. Alright, so let's head back up and end the episode off. Oh god, I'm about to die. Because I haven't eaten. Oh! Jeez, that was close. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft with mods. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to show you this. So, basically, you can create tin from the tin ore berries. Pretty cool. And I have found some already, so I'll definitely get into that a little bit later. But anyway, getting off topic once again. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft with mods. And let me know in the comments section below what you think I should do in this series. What mods you think I should add, because I am free to add whatever mods you would want me to add, or whatever mods you like, or whatever, right? Whatever you want, just let me know in the comment section below. Looks like we got 64 coal there. Looks like we're getting up to the amount of coal we want to make this self-sufficient. Not very much coal on this side though. Alright, sorry, getting off track again. Let me know what kind of mods you want to do, what kinds of projects you want me to try, and, yeah, anything you think my episode should have, anything you think my episodes have right now but shouldn't have, anything like that. Give me a like if you like the video, subscribe, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, because for sure this video is pretty cool. Subscribers just, I know lots of people, they say, well, I can just come by and watch your videos anytime, but just when you subscribe, you make me, like, I know, after you've subscribed, I now know that you're actually watching all my videos, right? Instead, because you could be watching them, and I just think you're a random viewer who just watched it, right? So, but yeah. Anyway, let me know. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and hope you enjoyed. So, gotta do my outro. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft with Mods. Drop a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Creeper explosion!